I'm Gretchen Schmidt, and we are here today with another in my video series, Top Buyer and Seller Questions. And today's question is, what is a dual agent and what does that mean to me? Well, here in the state of Washington, we have several kinds of agency. There's a buyer agency, seller agency, and dual agency. And based on the name, you can guess. A buyer's agent acts on behalf of the buyer in the transaction, and the seller's agent acts on behalf of the seller. And a dual agent is acting on behalf of both buyer and seller in the same transaction. So what does that mean to you? Well, this is my personal opinion. I do not believe that a broker can act in the best interest of both parties if they're negotiating on behalf of both the buyer and the seller, because the buyer's agent's job is to negotiate the best terms and conditions for the buyer, which usually involves the lowest price. And the seller's agent's job is to negotiate the best conditions and terms for the seller, which usually is the highest price. So just on the one fact of price, you can't possibly be negotiating in both parties' best interest when they're opposite. So my personal opinion is that a broker can't act in the best interest of both parties. And so I won't do that. That is just my personal stance. It's illegal. It's not illegal to do that, but I won't do it. So what I would suggest to you as a buyer and a seller is that before you get into a transaction, before you sign anything, take a look at the agreements. Most buyer agency agreements are going to contain a paragraph that says, I will allow you to act as a dual agent. And most listing agreements will have a paragraph saying, I will allow you to act as a dual agent in the sale of my home. So if you prefer that not be the case, I suggest you strike those from the contract or talk to your agent broker about those things. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I have already stricken those things from my contracts because I don't believe that's the right way to do business. Great talking to you today, and be sure to check out the rest of my videos in the series, Top Buyer and Seller Questions.